Hi guys, welcome to the video games at UK and our review of The Witness. I'm Scott Ferguson and I'm going to be talking you through why The Witness is probably one of the games you should own, or not own, as the case might be, depends on your preference. If you like a puzzle game, The Witness is going to be pretty much up your alley. If you don't, then you're probably going to absolutely hate it. So it could well be a bit of a Marmite game. So The Witness, as you may well know if you're watching this review, has been on the go for quite a while. It was first announced to us way back when the PlayStation 4 was first revealed. It's from Jonathan Blow, the guy who brought us Braid. Again, another love it or hate it game. But here we are, here's The Witness, and what it's all about is solving puzzles. You go about an open world island. It has about 14 locations on it, and you're tasked with solving loads of puzzles. And each area, from the 14 or so that I mentioned, you basically have to solve the sequence of puzzles. Each are different, and what it allows you then to do is unlock these weird laser guns which shoot up into the mountain, which you'll see in just a short while. The point of which I have no idea, but you'll get to the end and you'll still have probably no idea what the hell you're doing. But that's kind of the pretentious nature of it. It's more about racking your brain, solving problems, and feeling a bit like, yeah, I'm a genius once you do it. Even though you're going to bang your head against the wall multiple times before you crack some of these puzzles. In total, the game will take you about 40 to 60 hours to complete, so if you really do have that time available to knock yourself dead with mind-numbingly difficult puzzles, and this is absolutely up your alley. In terms of the price, you can pick up The Witness in the PlayStation EU store for about 30 quid. I'm sure it'll probably get some discounts over time if you're planning to hold off if that's a bit too steep for you. It is an expensive title for what is effectively an indie title, a digital title. So, are you going to get your money's worth out of it? Yeah, possibly. If you're into puzzles and you like these sorts of games, then you absolutely will. If you're thinking, everybody's talking about The Witness, I should pick up The Witness, I should play it, you're probably only going to get a few hours out of it. Because you're either going to get sick to death of the puzzles, find them too complicated, or you're just going to realise that, yeah, apart from being visually amazing, this game's not that great. And there's no story to it. There's literally no narrative at all. There's little tape recordings scattered around the island, and only when you find them, which they're not easy to find, can you then play them to unlock some sort of story or lore to the island. But even then, from those that I've found, they don't really tell you much. They're very much a pretentious, philosophical narration, and I don't think add anything to the game, if I'm being totally honest, for the high value of the audio casting that they've got in the form of Ashley Johnson, who of course played Ellie in The Last of Us. So there's a few good things about The Witness, there's some terrible things about it. Good things are quite simply the visuals. They are absolutely amazing. They are probably the best visuals on the PlayStation 4 just now. They have a very unique art style, and it really showcases the capability of the console. So yeah, visually absolutely amazing. Sound not so great, as I say. There's no narration, but there is some nice environmental sounds as you go through the game, whether it be the actual water bubbling up, whether it be the trees whistling, or some of the sounds in certain areas, or the boats, as you can see here. There is a lot of cool sound, but not a lot of amazing things. The boat's a nice mechanic though in the game, and it really does help. You can move around the island freely, no area is unlocked, unless it's behind a door, which a puzzle unlocks. But in terms of areas on the island, you can walk to wherever you want. Solving puzzles as you go unlocks different areas and gives you kind of short paths and shortcuts, etc. throughout the island, which will become useful to you later on in the game. In terms of exploring, there's not just a walk button, there is a run button as well, so you can get around fairly fast. Couple that with the boat, you've got a nice fast travel facility there as well. So this is The Witness, guys. I think you'll love it if you're into puzzle games. I think you'll absolutely hate it if you're not. But it probably is worth a go. Whether it's worth a go at 30 quid or not, I'll leave that up to you to decide. But check out our full written review on the website, the video games at UK, and don't forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll see you about soon. And follow us on Twitter because we're mental. See you about. Cheers.